All right, welcome back to the channel. So, I wanted to report this that the hot prospect Dacarree Scott has got knocked out by Jonathan Guridy in the 7th round KO. And shout out to Jonathan Guridy for putting on a decent show. If you guys haven't catch that Daniel Dubois versus Trevor Bryant fight last night, I did. I kind of watched all three fights because I was flickering back on my TV and my phone and my other devices. And this fight stand out to me because Dacarree Scott was a hot prospect. So I'm going to break it down to y'all. Let's talk about it in this video. King Jr. got another video for y'all. Please share that you like and subscribe to the channel, and also share the video to get all your latest boxing news. And remember, hit that bell icon to always stay notified as soon as I release the news. So with that being said, Dacarree Scott has been defeated and knocked out by Jonathan Guridy, and this was a good fight for Dacarree Scott. I feel like he made a lot of mistakes in that fight, but you know, at the end of the day, he's still a young prospect. He can bounce back from a loss. So just like for example, you got to look at these prospects very closely, because there was a prospect that I reported a year ago on Charles Lolo Harris, and everybody was saying, oh, he beat Tank up in sparring. Sparring is just sparring. Sometimes you have your good moments in sparring, sometimes you have your bad moments in sparring, and he got knocked out by Camius Rojas. And I'm going to start reporting on these prospects that's coming up. And Mac Truck was a hot heavyweight prospect. He's short. He's 5'10", 253 pounds. In my opinion, I think he came in overweight. And I just feel like that Jonathan Guridy, you know, had a major size advantage in his boxing skill alone, defeated Dacarree Scott. And he packed a punch when he knocked him out. And Dacarree, he just couldn't recover, and they officially called it a KO. So let's read this. Dulac native Jonathan Guridy picked up the biggest win of his quickly growing boxing career on Saturday night, scoring a defensive knockout over precisely undefeated fighter, which is called by Dacarree Scott. So Guridy knocked out Dacarree Scott on Saturday on the undercard of the Don King promoted pay-per-view show in Miami. He was 18 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws in his career, earning the NABA Gold Heavyweight Championship for victory. Scott is now 7-1, entering his 7th straight bout with 6 knockouts. And Guridy got Scott on the ropes in the final minutes of the 7th round, and then wailed away on his foe, delivering countless left and right before Scott fell on the canvas, unable to answer the 10 count. So it was a pretty devastating loss for Dacarree Scott, because I looked at Dacarree Scott as one of the hottest prospects. In my mind, I'm thinking this dude's a short heavyweight. He's packing accumulation punching power, and I looked at him as a little bit similar to David Tua, but I was completely wrong on this. Dacarree Scott has a lot of, well, he has similarities to David Tua, but he's not a big puncher like David Tua. He has accumulation punching power. And, you know, Dacarree Scott, you know, he's still a young prospect, and he's still got a lot of time to go. Like I said before, just like I told Charles Lolo Harris, just because you lost, that doesn't mean that your career is over. You can bounce back. And if I was Dacarree Scott, I would go ahead and fight a tune-up fight to get my confidence back up, and then I'm going to get back in the ring with this guy that beated me and prove a statement. Now, I feel like Dacarree Scott has a lot of work. I feel like the one main issue that he had was his weight. He should not be coming in at 257 pounds if your body's not acclimated to the weight, and I feel like his body is just not acclimated to that weight. I feel like that he needs to be around 230 to 220 pounds if you're going to be a heavyweight. That's just my opinion, because the way he moves, he's very elusive. And I feel like that he can perform way much better if he just gets to 220 pounds. And his skills would just be more acclimated to that weight he's at. but his skills are not, because he came in at 253 pounds and the weight was just too much for him to handle. And when you got a big guy like Jonathan Guridy that's already acclimated to that weight, it's going to present a lot of problems for you. In my opinion, I feel like that he should have boxed a little bit more on this guy. I think he should have slipped his punches and got in on him and started welling on him on the inside. But Dacarree Scott, I don't know what he was doing wrong. To be honest with you, I did see it, what he was doing wrong, but I can't explain it that well. And I feel like his weight was the big issue. And I hope he can come back, you know. And just because you lost, Dacarree, that doesn't mean your career over. So if anybody ain't going to report it, I'm going to report it. I got to start looking at these hot prospects, because the content creators I watch talk about these up-and-coming prospects. And Dacarree Scott, you know, he's got a lot of work to do. I hope he bounces back from this loss, get back in the lab, take a lot of that weight off, and see where he goes from there. So with that being said, guys, Jonathan Guridy has defeated Dacarree Scott by 7th round knockout. And, you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. This is your boy King Jr. I'm out of here. Peace.